This is Miley with Mustard Seed Social Live, and today we're going to be talking about popular Facebook ad campaigns. And when you get here, please say hi. Because it's not Zoom, I really can't see who's here and who isn't here. So it's always nice to see who's here. So say hi, and if you're on the replay, put hashtag replay. And in the meantime, I'll introduce myself. My name is Miley Shunk, and I'm a Facebook ad specialist. I got my degree in marketing from the University of Notre Dame, and I've worked in marketing offices across the US for the last couple of decades. In 2017, I decided to open my own Facebook ad agency where I focus on Facebook and Instagram. And then in 2018, I decided to focus on Facebook ads. So if you follow me, you will see a lot about Facebook ads and even a little bit about Facebook page and Instagram profile. Okay, so let's dive right into the 3 most popular Facebook ad campaign setups. Now, I'm saying ad campaign setups, but what I really mean is, I just didn't want to get too techie, is Facebook ad objectives. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for joining. So you might be here if you're thinking about or open to Facebook ads. So Facebook ads are very helpful for increasing visibility and even quick sales to your business. So what I'm going to be talking about is Facebook Ads Manager. So there's Facebook that has the blue bar across the top. Everybody knows what Facebook is. But sometimes when we talk about more sophisticated ads, people don't realize that you need to go over to Facebook Ads Manager, which is a whole nother setup, has a black bar on top. You'll know that you're there. So when you go into Facebook Ads Manager and you click on your business, the first thing Facebook wants you to do is to pick one of 10 Facebook ad objectives. Okay, so that's what we're going to be focusing on today, because even if you're interested in doing a do-it-yourself option where you go to Facebook Blueprint, which is what Facebook hosts, and learn how to technically set up ads yourself, or you're interested in a done-for-you option, it's nice to know what are the best Facebook ad objectives. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about right now. We're going to dive into 3 of the best Facebook ad objectives, specifically keeping in mind small business and trying to get sales right away. Okay, so the first one that I want to dive into is the engagement objective. So from the perspective of Facebook ads specialists, this is one of the best objectives to use. And I say that because I had a social media specialist tell me that they're on the phone with Facebook, and Facebook was recommending reach, which is an objective to reach everyone in your audience. But if you talk to, they're kind of more like teachers who will technically teach you things if you catch them, right? When you catch them in chat, or I don't know if they were on the phone, they're probably in chat. But anyway, but from the point of view of people who run a lot of ads, what tends to work well is engagement. And so I'm going to dive into that. Engagement specifically is getting likes, comments, and shares on your posts. Hi, Malia. Thanks for joining. So this thing, and Facebook says this a little bit in the description, but what Facebook is doing is it's specifically going out to people who like to like, comment, and share on a post. That's who it's looking for. And just to add some credibility to this objective, I would like to say that I'm one of those people. I usually do not let a post go by without trying to like it or comment on it, because I just feel like I want to encourage people. So if you do that engagement objective, that post will come to me. Okay, this is how Facebook describes it, and this is what it looks like in the real world. It's actually sending it to these people who like to like and comment on posts, that portion of your audience. So the people that would be interested in this objective, that are small businesses and are interested in sales right away, are restaurants and retail. Okay, it's people who only have a $5 or $20 price point. It's not that hard to move people to buy right away. So I've seen a lot of success with restaurants in particular on Facebook, and I can say that it's not that hard to sell on Facebook. And this might make sense to you. Who has seen a picture of food and it made you hungry? So if you have ever seen a picture of food in a magazine or on Facebook, put hungry in the comments, or just let me know if it's had an effect on you, right? So this is the kind of people that will want to use the engagement objective. People with a low price point, most likely restaurants or retail. Though I also want to add a level to this and say, really, everyone might want to try using this objective. And that's because just that conversation is the start of the relationship. It's the start of the journey to buying. So most people are not going to just jump straight to buying with you, right? They're going to want to talk a little bit and then they move down to buying. So really any small business, it's good to use this objective. And I want to go in and say, also, I'm saying for these 3 objectives, the ad spend. And the ad spend on this is so low. It's like $1 a day. So most people have $1 a day, and that will just get posts more seen. And the more seen they are, the more conversation there will be on them, and that's leading to sales. Is this make sense so far? I have an agreeable crowd. Everybody's like, yay, yes, thanks for the support. Okay, so engagement is a super low price point. So it's one to keep in mind. Okay, it'll get some conversation on your posts. Okay, so the second objective that's really popular among Facebook ad specialists is lead generation. And that's just, it is what it sounds like. It's collecting information for your business on Facebook. I'm going to even specifically recommend lead ads, though there's some qualifications around that. But basically, I've been talking to other ad specialists about this recently. And yes, lead ads can be very effective for getting qualified leads that lead to sales. So the reason that you would want to do lead ads is because you have a price point over $100, which is basically specialists, and then home services, consultant. I said specialists, I meant consultants. But basically anyone with a price point over $100. And that's because you're probably going to need more than one conversation to move the prospect to buying. So instead of doing all of that on Facebook, it's nice to capture that lead and then move them off Facebook and talk to them on email, which is more or less free. So that's the kind of people that would be interested in using lead ads. It's somebody who has a price point over $100 and they need to nurture the lead and they want to do it off Facebook because it's more affordable. So the price point on this is medium. It's like $5 or $20 a day. I'm specifically thinking of small businesses when I say this because, of course, there's all kind of variables, but just in general. So it's a good way to nurture that's more affordable. It's going to take a little longer because you're nurturing off in email versus on Facebook, but it's totally affordable and it totally works. Okay, because who has read an email? Who has read an email from a business, right? We've all subscribed to newsletters. Maybe we've subscribed to too many newsletters, but raise your hand if you have ever read a newsletter and you liked it and you kept reading it. That's the effect that we want to have. Rachel has a question. Can you do this by boosting or would you always set up an ad? So for the engagement objective, I'm talking about using Ads Manager, but you can, for the engagement, you can get a similar, you can accomplish a similar goal with the boost post. So yes, people do use the boost post to just get more visibility. And I haven't used the boost post in a couple months, so, but yeah, pretty much you can get, you can achieve engagement with a boost post. That is one way. So hopefully that answered your question. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions, and I will definitely speak to those. So going on with lead generation, the other people that might want to use lead generation, this is another one where it's just good in general to have people on your email. So really everyone, once there's the budget for it, will want to consider doing a little bit of lead ads just for the point of getting them into your email and then nurturing the contact that way. Okay, cool. Rachel says I answered a question. Good, cool. Okay, so the third and final ad campaign setup that is popular among people who are doing this all the time is conversion. And conversion is one of those objectives that Facebook ad specialists get so excited about. And that's because it works well. This is the objective to get results right now. So the way Facebook describes it is the conversion objective is to encourage specific action on a website. So it not only gets people to your website, which is a leap, but then also the way it's structured is to get people to take an action like add to cart or make a purchase. So it's really nice when you're basically ready to sell. So when you have already nurtured the relationship somewhere, like you have them on email or you're talking to them on Facebook, or you just have a big brand name that everybody knows, then you can they're ready to sell. That's when you use the conversion objective, regardless of price point. Though in general, if you're going to use this, sometimes it's nice to have a higher price point because you make the money back quicker. So your why for using this one is because you want a sale now. But I think I've qualified that you can't just straight off go to conversion, never use Facebook ads, then do conversion. And then the price point is higher on this one. It's like to make it work on Facebook with all the things you need to do, it ends up being like $30 a day or so. So that's why sometimes conversion ads tend to work with people with higher price points, like you're selling a course or something like that. But yes, it is very popular for saying I want sales now, so I'm going to do a conversion ad. So those are the three. Let me know if there's any questions around that. But those are the three most popular ad campaigns that I see ad specialists using, that people have been talking about, and they seem to always use and get results with. And that is the ad objective of engagement, also lead ads, and then conversion. So if this post was helpful, go ahead and give it a like, and more of it will automatically show up in your newsfeed. And let me know, I think this is posting my group, but if you want more tips on Facebook ads, and then also I mentioned Facebook and Instagram too, join my Facebook group, Facebook Genius Grown Here, and there should be a link somewhere around here. So I don't really see one, but you guys see one? So I'll just drop a link in the comments. Okay, thanks for joining. You guys have a great rest of your Wednesday.